presentation is about brief introduction about the project, ArcheoMed, and the other presentation is just to present one of the important results of the project, which is about the shared policy developed in the project for the conservation and management of minor sites. But for whom who don't know about ArcheoMed, I just give a brief introduction about the project, concept, partnership, results, and the main activities. So this is a joint project that's financed by EU within this NPI program, neighborhood program, for less than 2 million actually. It's 1.4 million funding. ArcheoMed focuses on the development of an integrated regional policy and strategy for a sustainable management and for the conservation of what we call minor, marginalized, neglected cultural heritage sites. These are the sites that are really significant, important in terms of their archaeology, but underdeveloped, underutilized, and mainly neglected in terms of their conservation and management. The partnership in this project composed of Suggest Aid as a coordinator of the project. Elizabeth is the leader of the project. Here, Yarmouk University, the Faculty of Archaeology and Anthropology, Al-Quds University, the Institute of Archaeology, and IDO, the Industrial Association of Optics, Color and Imaging, and they will show some of their great work later on this conference. Objective of the project is really mainly about the development of a shared policy, shared strategy, common strategy for the management and conservation and utilization of these neglected sites. And 3 sites have been selected for this project. One in Jordan, Gadara, the major important decarbonized city of Gadara, and we brand it as neglected in terms of conservation, management, and development, not its importance as really a major important archaeological site in Jordan. Beit Sahur in Palestine and the Vito Soldano in Italy. Although located in different countries, the 3 sites have very amazing similarities. Similarities, unfortunately, in terms of their negligence, in terms of their depletion, deterioration. You know, there are so many challenges and the threats that face these sites, and sites really are in very bad conditions in terms of preservation and management. In addition to the development of its very important shared strategy, shared policy and strategy for the management and conservation, with the direct involvement and active involvement of the local community, we have also other target groups in the project because we have an educational and awareness component, and also a tourism industry is really a target group because we like to strike this delicate balance between the preservation, management of the site, but at the same time with the utilization of the project, especially for tourism purposes. So we are targeting tourism management bodies and local community, local national authorities, and university faculty and the students are also a major target group. Duration is 24 months. We got extended by 6 months, and we have a budget of about 1.35 million. 10% co-financed by partner universities. The major results of the project are centered around the following: study document of the interested area of the 3 sites we produced. I will show you later this very important study and research done on various aspects of the sites in terms of their cultural heritage assets, significance, and then assessment of what the situation is, condition assessment of the sites, and try to find a proper and effective management models, including conservation, protection of these sites, and the development of these sites with the participation of local community, creation and implementation of a network of the territories. This is a very important tool that we consider for sustainability and for future cooperation among the various stakeholders. So we have this, we'll have a presentation about this network, tell you about how it works, why it's important later on. And also realization of a strategic planning agreement and conservation management policy for the cultural district of the Mediterranean. So just briefly to let you know about the past 3 years, we have been doing a lot of work really, especially try to identify and understand the situation really in terms of the site itself, the challenges, the community. That's a very complex thing to do. We have conducted SWOT analysis, field analysis of local, cultural, artistic, economic, and we have really combined a team of specialists, archaeologists, cultural heritage specialists, anthropologists. They work together to produce this very important research document. And also, the second result activities, the network. In order to establish the network, we have that activity of creation of a web platform and realization of the activity of the network. Network now is there, and we have members of, maybe in the presentation you will hear more about membership in this network and what value this network can provide. Strategic planning, agreement, and conservation and management based on evaluation, study, evaluation of feedback from stakeholders, especially local community, the workshops that we organize, the cultural days that we organize, and then we reach this strategic planning agreement that will be signed. I mentioned the study document earlier as a project deliverable. Now it's there, out. Dr. Ibrahim, I think you managed to get it available. Maybe we can distribute some documents, some copies of this important document. And you can see that this is really a thorough study of the various aspects of the sites in terms of their assets, problems, opportunities, challenges, and then some solutions. So we provided an integrated conservation and management plan. Probably most of the components of a conservation management plan is there, and this will be delivered to the responsible authority, in our case, Department of Antiquities and Ministry of Tourism, hopefully to be considered for implementation, as it's really badly needed to do something at the site in terms of conservation and management. We also have this network that I mentioned. It's now realized, network is there. We have online, you can get to our website and then you can apply for the network, get the username, password, and then you will be running dialogue and interaction with other stakeholders. There are so many activities related to this network, educational awareness, plus, of course, marketing and the promotion of the site, sharing and exchanging of knowledge, and we also have a training, education and training component. Also, as I mentioned in the opening speech, we use the state-of-the-art technology in order to produce this 3D videos. Later on you will hear from David in his presentation about this, but I will show you, just to have a sense of what we have been doing, I'll show you this very short combination of some of the videos that we produce about the different sites. this really technology, producing this 3D models of features can be very helpful for the conservation, future conservation of these sites, and for the proper presentation. So they can be used in visitor centers for a proper presentation of the sites. And these are just some selected features that I show you in this video. Also, we have this very important document that I will present later on, Shared Policy and Strategy for the Conservation Management of Minor Cultural Heritage Sites. This is really the work of the whole team that we produce our shared understanding and then shared policy for conservation and management of minor sites. It's specially tailored for these sites, but can be generalized really for other sites. We have also the Strategic Planning Agreement on Conservation, the MOU between participating universities will be signed later in the conference, and also very important twinning agreement that will be signed between the municipalities involved in this project, also to be signed hopefully tomorrow. So we are thinking very much of sustainability, you know. After the lifetime of the project, we need some of these activities to be continued, and the efforts for the conservation management of our cultural heritage to be really an ongoing effort. Thank you very much for your listening.